Matt Snyder. Coach, if you want to give us a brief statement about today's game.
Obviously, disappointing. We got a great effort, from Bobby today on a short rest, and really proud of the way he competed out there. And it's hard to believe that he didn't have his best stuff, the way it looked, because he was terrific. I thought the whole game. But the story of the game obviously is our inability to score and get runners on. And once again, it's happened to us over the past few weeks where we've either had the same amount of hits or more, and just struggled to get that timely hit. And again, struggle again today. But Bobby was terrific. I thought Tanner Bailey at the end did a tremendous job defensively. I thought we were solid. We just lacked a few runs.
Okay, raise your hand if you have a question for one of the student athletes. We'll get a microphone to you here on the right row, right front.
Matt, just talk about the frustration that my coach just talked about of not being able to get runs in when you have opportunities, and it's been going on a little bit lately. Just how to keep remaining at least somewhat positive when you have those situations of not being able to score.
Like Coach said, it's really disappointing, and we had Bobby up on the mound doing a really good job, pitching as well as he can pitch today, and we just didn't back him up, and we had a couple opportunities. We didn't have a whole lot of them, but we had a couple opportunities where we could have gotten a couple runs in. But yeah, like you said, it's been happening the past few weekends, and it's one thing where we started the season off, and all the way through till about 3/4 of the season, we did a really good job of it. We scored a lot of runs, hit really well with guys in scoring position, but I think the biggest thing is we just got to kind of relax and know that you just kind of hit the same way you hit. If it's no outs, nobody on, and you can't put the pressure on your back so much. You just got to relax and hit the ball. So.
Okay, front row center.
Matt, along the same lines, when you were caught off at third base, kind of just walk us through what happened there.
I was talking to Coach Godwin before, and he said that to freeze on line drive, obviously, when to go on anywhere on the ground. And it was a short hop, probably this far from the glove. So I saw the short hop, and then I went, and I probably should have gone the whole way, but I decided I wanted to stay in the rundown as best I could to kind of get Gallon and Bosfield over, so to at least give it to where we have a guy in second and third, instead of me getting thrown out and have only a guy on first or second, or even have Gatlin get out at first base and maybe even double play. So I probably should have ran right there, but I tried to do the best I could. Once I did make the decision to stop, so I just wanted to do that.
Let's explain it a little bit better so we can educate you guys. If there's one out, if he doesn't go, they turn a double play and the inning's over. So he's told if the ball's on the ground to run. So they don't turn a double play. Okay, and it's better to end up with first and second or second and third, have the inning continue versus not run and have a double play turn. And so the tough plays, is when he bounces off the bag, Bailey, it's a line drive that he doesn't want to get doubled off. But now it's on the ground. But if Matt doesn't run, I think Bailey was kind of surprised. He just turns and throws it to second. It's a double play. The inning's over anyway. And so really he did a good thing. The only thing that you can criticize is once he started running, he should have continued to run because maybe he could have beat it home because he stopped. But we want him to stop and get a run down. So the guys can move up like they did if he's going to be a dead out. So if you want to be critical, is should he have stopped or should he continue to go home? I don't know if he could have made it if he would have went home.
Okay, Parrish.
Matt, can you talk about what their pitchers were doing? Was it a matter of them making the pitches, or were you guys on time or not on time for fastballs?
I think it's a mixture of both, to be honest with you. They did a really, really, really good job of filling up the zone. They did it all the whole weekend that we were there, and the pitchers just go in there and pound the zone, and when you do that, 7 out of 10 times, the batters gonna eat themselves out. So when you do that, and the guys can hit the ball, they're not always gonna get in, find the holes or anything. So I think that's probably one of the biggest things, that they just filled the zone up, and we didn't attack the way we probably should have. A lot of times they threw a lot of first pitch fastballs, and guys fouled them off or weren't ready for it. And that's one thing we've been trying to do a lot of practice, is make sure that we're all ready for the fastball. So obviously that's one thing we need to get better at. But yeah, they just filled the zone up. So.
Okay, we have time for 2 questions for the student athletes. Back row and TV cameras.
Matt, you talked about relaxing a little bit. Would you say you guys are maybe pressing a little bit offensively, or just what's the mindset now, struggling to score runs for such a prolonged period of time?
Yeah, I mean it's tough right now what we're going through, and you know I think a lot of it is just putting a lot of pressure on yourselves, just trying to go up there and do too much, especially when guys are in scoring position. You know, you guys, like I said, you just gotta relax and kind of you know, see the ball and hit the ball. I mean, it goes back to Little League, but that's just how it is. It's baseball, and you have a job to do, and you go up there and not be afraid to do it. Know that when you're up there, your team's counting on you, and you do the best you can for your team. So yeah, I mean that's one thing that we just need to kind of just relax. And if we do relax, I think there's a good possibility that we can get a good stretch of playing right now. And I think we're right there because we have so much talent on this team, and I think we have to show it. So I think we're just gotta stay positive. That's the biggest thing right now.
Keep front row far right.
Bobby, just talk about your day, we gave your team a chance and coming in and off pitching on Thursday, just your day.
Biggest thing was just coming in and trying to give the team a chance to win. Trying to locate my pitches and, compete, and, just wasn't enough today, and, that's baseball, and, just gotta bounce back and come back tomorrow.